Intuition is not a gift. It is the language of the soul you have always known. You've simply forgotten how to listen. You are not obligated to be the same every day. You were not created to fit into a single role. You need to understand yourself. The feminine nature is many-faced. At times, you are gentle as a breath. At times, sharp as a blade. At times, wise as an ancient pine. At times, wild as the dance of the wind. This is not weakness. And it's not chaos. It's a system. It's your depth. Archetypes. Every woman carries many faces within her over the course of her life. Some are awakened, some are dormant, some are renounced, yet still call you to return. This video series is a set of keys to your inner women, so you can remember, understand, accept, and find the strength to be yourself, to use their qualities in your everyday life, finally understanding who you truly are. And today, we begin with the intuitive archetype. The intuitive, a feminine archetype whose knowing does not come from books. It is born within. Her symbol is the white she-wolf, sensitive and wild, solitary, not needing a pack to hear the truth. She feels the world's vibrations without words, and in her silence lies deep wisdom. The she-wolf does not seek. She senses the path. For a long time, she was rejected for being too sensitive, too gentle, too strange. Yet it is in this very sensitivity that her gift resides. She perceives where others overlook. She reads the field. She knows, even when she is silent. The intuitive woman is not weakness. Within this softness lies a power that has been silent for too long. A power that helps one live precisely, beautifully, authentically. And her time has finally come. If you recognize yourself in these words, know this. You were not born to shout your truth. You were born in silence. You have always felt what others do not say, heard the whisper beyond the words, known even when no one explained. But once, the world told you, you are too strange, too sensitive, too deep. And you learned to hide, to build masks, to speak normally. Yet this part of you hidden away holds quiet knowing. And that is why you are never wrong. This silent, soundless, ancient inner voice has always been with you. It does not explain. It does not argue. It simply knows. You are she who knows without words. And you are no longer alone. How can we recognize an intuitive woman? She lives softly. She chooses spaciousness. She wears fabrics that allow her body to breathe, dressing in gentle tones without loud accents. Her home is like a sanctuary. Candles, water, crystals, a light fragrance, a space where one can breathe. She leaves when the noise is too much and stays when she feels the truth. She does not argue. She sees. Her decisions may not be logical, but they are always precise. She chooses with her heart, feels direction through her skin. Her rituals are simple. She does not rush, does not fuss, does not fear being alone. She loves solitude and silence. She cares for herself like one tends to a flower, gently, slowly, intuitively. She wears light fabrics, loves scents, chooses music as if she breathes it in. She feels the energy of people. She may decline an invitation simply because it doesn't resonate. She dislikes haste, and she chooses not what is logical, but what stirs something inside her. If it feels not right within, she will not continue, even if everything is by the rules. She has no step-by-step plan, but when it's time, she knows where to go. She will not fight for attention, yet people often come to her for guidance when they feel stuck inside. She will wait until you become quieter and hear. She is loved for her calm, her support, her ability to sense the atmosphere. But if a group thrives on aggressive, competitive energy, she may find it hard to stay. Her principle of action, slowly, deeply, consciously, not from habit, but from impulse, not from fear, but from inner guidance. She does not demand. She creates a field in which everything becomes clear, like a mirror. She is like the wind outside your window, unseen, yet changing everything. Relationship traits of the intuitive woman. She does not act quickly. She attunes. She notices the slightest shifts in the atmosphere and senses the truth before it takes form. She creates a special kind of relationship, built not on passion, but on depth. With men, she does not compete for power. She does not command, does not prove. She sees. And if a man is ready to be beside such a woman, he will grow. She inspires, but does not rescue. She may remain reserved if she does not feel resonance. She embodies the style of gentle clarity. She does not raise her voice. She does not shout about her boundaries. She simply disappears if she is not heard. She leaves quietly, but forever. As a mother, she is tender, subtle, mystical, more a soulful guide than a strict teacher. Her children feel understood, even when they cannot put their feelings into words. Sometimes, intuitive women may find it difficult to conceive, not because of the body, but due to deep fears of being not a good enough mother, or because of an unconscious bond with the pain of the maternal line. But when she heals that connection, she becomes a mother not only to her own children, but to all who need acceptance. Her reflection is the moonflower or white jasmine, a blossom that opens at night, when all around is asleep, under the veil of silence. Its fragrance is delicate, almost imperceptible, yet those who are still will sense it. It is the flower of revelations that arrive in the night. Her favorite sounds are the chime of a bell and the murmur of wind or water, an ambient music of feminine depth. Like the white she-wolf, she needs no validation. Like mist, she is elusive and beautiful. She is the memory of the lineage, the voice of the soul. She is you, if you remember. Let's summarize the strengths of the intuitive. 1. Deep knowing without logic. She senses what is true before explanations appear and can discern hidden motives, energies, and directions. 2. High empathy. She can perceive the states of others even when unspoken and feel the atmosphere, tension, and sincerity in a room. 3. Contemplation and connection with the unseen. The intuitive knows how to be in silence, catch signs and meanings between the lines, and serve as a bridge between worlds, the logical and the feeling, the outer and the inner. 4. Harmony with nature and its cycles. She responds sensitively to rhythms, the moon, seasonal changes, and lives in alignment with her body and the subtle world. 5. Gentle power. She influences not through pressure, but through presence, inspiring others to be honest with themselves. It is also important to be aware of her weaknesses and blind spots, to avoid being harmed by the outside world. Self-doubt. Because she cannot explain her knowing, she often questions herself and fears making mistakes without logical proof. Feeling misunderstood. Intuitives find it hard to meet people who can engage at a deep level and may feel unseen, strange, or too sensitive. Suppressing the gift. In an attempt to normalize, she may ignore or silence her intuition, losing connection to herself if she starts living by someone else's map. Unclear boundaries. She may take on others' emotions as her own, losing energetic stability. and tends to dissolve in others if she hasn't learned to hold her center. Difficulty taking action. Because her actions are rooted in sensitivity, she may hesitate, wait too long for a sign, or fear taking a step. These processes are worth working on, but first check, is the intuitive within you? Now, close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. Ask, what am I feeling right now? Don't think, just listen. And now, what do I know but am afraid to admit? The answer is already near. Just don't turn away. Feel into the moments when you knew but could not explain, when you sensed the truth, even if logic disagreed. Take a sheet of paper and write down 3 such moments. Now ask yourself, were you wrong then? Or was it your knowing? Your task. Reflect on how often you make a choice without knowing why, and it turns out to be right. Feel when someone is insincere, even if they smile. Know what will happen before it happens. Sense that someone is not right for you, even if everything looks normal. Feel drained by noise, superficiality, or empty talk. Do you find beauty where others pass it by? This is not weakness. This is your strength. This is her within you. If you recognized yourself, your intuition is alive. This week, don't argue with what you feel. If your body signals, trust it. If you want to leave, leave. If your heart says yes, even without reason, choose it. Check. What will happen if you do not betray your knowing? You are she who knows without words, and you are not alone. Subscribe and begin to remember yourself.